this is DKN, and welcome to my first monthly completed pages video. And this is for November 2025. Now, before I show you what I completed so far in November, I want to show you some of the bookmarks that I've completed. Some of the bookmarks I've created from one of my completed coloring books. So I know these bookmarks are a little big, but they're still usable. I can still stick them into some of my coloring books later on when I complete a page, or when I want to bookmark a page that I want to do. So yeah, it's really simple really. I just cut the shape out and stuck it on some cardboard using a glue stick. So these aren't all of these. This isn't all of the bookmarks that I've made, but these are some of them. And yeah, so I'll be keeping these for future use. Alright, now onto the completed pages. Right, the first book I want to show you is Johanna Basford, Johanna's Christmas. Now, unfortunately, I haven't really done much in this book. I've only just done the cover page, the covers. And I completed the very first page. I'm also currently working on this page this book belongs to. So this isn't complete yet, but it's almost done. So with these, I completed this coloring just using the metallic colored pencils that I bought from Kmart. So I'm not sure if they look metallic to you, but I absolutely loved how beautiful the metallic colors look. Yeah. Do they look metallic? I've also used the same metallic colored pencils on this page as well, for the holly, the wreath. Also, so this is all with metallic pencils, metallic colored pencils, and I used a bit of gold gel pen on the side here. So it's really simple. So the coloring process is really simple for the cover page, for the covers, and for the very front page. But I absolutely loved the finished result. So yeah, so that's it for Johanna's Christmas. Now, sorry. Right, looks like I need to recharge. Looks like I need to recharge this light, which I'm gonna have to do later. Oh. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm actually filming. I usually film my videos at night, so I don't know if you can see. All right, can you see? Can you see my book? See my books? Yeah, that should be fine. Sorry about that. Yeah. I honestly forgot to recharge one of my lights for this video. All right, let's move on. I'm just going to use position my lamp here. Hopefully you can clearly see this book. Right, the next book we have is Manga Art by Jolene Yeo. And I've just done the first 2 pages of this book. And it's all in colored pencils, particularly the Faber-Castell Classics. Now, for the very first page, I pretty much just looked at the cover of the page and just did my best to copy the colors of the front page. So this is what it looks like after I just looked at the front cover and copied the colors with my colored pencils. So can you see the difference between these 2 pictures? And I also did that This Book Belongs To by This Book Belongs To, and these are my initials. So these are my initials, not my real name. But anyway, this is one I really like the result of, just in colored pencils. I have this girl, she's dancing with a dragon. Absolutely loved how it looks. So in both these pages, when I use the Faber Classics, I just did my best just to layer each layer the pencils lightly and just gradually build it up to get the colors that I want. So even when I did press lightly, I still get a bit of I'm not sure what to call it. There's still a bit of a mark where the pencils were. The end of the pencils is just very faint. Yeah, there's some slight indentation where I placed the pencils, but well, the good thing about this book is that it's one side, so it doesn't really matter if one side of the paper is indented by the pencil. Alright, so that's it for Manga Art. Next, we have Merry Christmas by Hanna Karlzon. And I've only completed 1 page in this book. And it is the unicorn couple. So I don't know if you can clearly see. So in my last video, this is the page that I've chosen to do my color along. So in the color along, I've only managed to complete like a fairly light layer of colors, which took under 2 hours to complete. And then off camera, I just add some more layers of pencils and some more layers of pencils on the horses and in the background. And then as a finishing touch, I just use some gel pens at the end. So use some metallic gel pens and some white gel pens. So the pencils that are mainly used in this picture were the expensive polychromos pencils. And I also used the Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils. So I'm actually quite proud of what I've done with these horses. It did take quite some time to finish, but I'm happy with the result. So just one last look of the just give you one last look with the horses, and then we'll move on. All right. Next, we have a page that I completed in Cozy Corner by Coco. So again, I've only completed one page in this coloring book, and it's this page. And this is the page that I did in my first color along. I'm very happy with how it turned out. So for those who didn't watch the color along, what I did is I used my Ohuhu markers for the very first time. So I used the Ohuhu markers first. Then once I'm done with the Ohuhu markers, I used some pencils to add a bit of shading. Then I used acrylic markers to add a bit of depth and highlights. So yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out. So we have Coco Cozy Corner. Next, we have Cute and Cozy Christmas by Harry Alexander. Now, in this book, I mostly used some of the cheaper markers and pencils to complete the pages. So I did these pages quite quickly. I do have some mixed feelings about the end result of these pages, but they're not bad overall. So here we have the cover page. So we use some wall-based markers, pencils, some gel pens, and acrylic markers. So these are some pages that I did fairly quickly. I think I might have done this snow globe a bit too dark. It still looks nice overall, but maybe I've chosen a color that's too dark for the snow globe, but it still works. So again, all of these pages are wall-based markers, pencils, either gel pens or acrylic markers. So these are just some pages that I did quite quickly. I absolutely love the end result of this one, even when it was done with cheaper markers. And this one, I like this too. It's very pink. It makes me think of sugar. So for some reason I was thinking very much, I was thinking about cotton candy when I was doing this page. And this is the end result. we've got a dog writing some letters. And we have the same image as the front page. So all of these white specks and white outlines are done with white acrylic markers, if anyone's wondering. And yeah, so that's it for Harriet Alexander Cute and Cozy Christmas. So these are pages that I've just done quite quickly, and I certainly enjoyed the process of doing these pages, even with cheap markers and cheap pencils. So it was an enjoyable process, and I'm happy. Right, next we have Fairyland Friends by Grace West. And I've only done 2 pages in this book, and it's done with Crayola crayons. So this is done with just Crayola crayons. So yeah, so there isn't much I can say about it, but it does make me feel very childlike. So yeah, it's very cute. All done in crayons. I kind of wish that I've left the background alone, or maybe I could have done the background a little lighter. But I think it looks good overall. Right, and next one is the Blue Fairy. Now, I don't know why I was thinking of blue the entire time I was doing this coloring page. Maybe I was thinking about the Blue Fairy from Pinocchio as I was coloring her. I mean, I could have used any other colors I could use other colors besides blue, which I sort of did. I mean, I did use the skin tone, a bit of yellow for the stars, and a little bit of purple as well. But overall, most of the colors are just different shades of blue. So this page is mostly Crayola crayons, but I did also use a bit of the blue acrylic paint pens, and I actually used a tiny bit of acrylic paint for the stars, and this is the end result. I'm quite happy with this. Right, next we have Snuggly Christmas. So Snuggly Christmas, I mainly just use my cheap alcohol markers, wall-based markers, and my cheap pencils in the pages. So this is the very first page. So it used alcohol markers and some pencils. Oh, I didn't do the test page. Right, so all of these pages, I've used the same method with alcohol markers, wall-based markers, and colored pencils in every single page I've done in this book. So we have a panda, a yellow rabbit, and a chicken taking a Christmas tree out. We have 2 rabbits, a bear, and a cat decorating Christmas tree. We have these characters wrapping presents. We have a dog and an alligator feeding some little baby chicks. Oh, this looks fun. They're making Christmas cards. And this looks very, very cozy. They're drinking hot chocolate by the fireplace. And we have these two characters knitting socks. Alright, I didn't finish this page yet, but it looks like they're baking cookies. So I'll finish this page later. Right, so next we have Merry Bright Christmas Coloring. And I've already completed one page in this book. And it was this page. So all I've done in this page is color in everything with water-based markers. And once I'm done with the markers, I use my gold gel pen to just do all of the lines. So with my gold gel pen, I just traced over all the black lines, and this is what the end result looks like. So just markers. So this old marker and gold gel pen. So I'm quite happy with the result. It looks very festive. Alright, so we've got Merry and Bright Christmas Coloring. Right, last but not least, we have Holly Jolly Christmas Coloring. And I've done 2 pages in this book. The first page are these bubbles. So here on this page, I've used I'm having a brain fog at the moment. So what I used is I used watercolors in the background. So just a layer of watercolors. And when the layer of watercolors dried, I started using acrylic markers for all the bubbles. Later, once the acrylic markers dried, I then use metallic gel pens to do all the lines, to just do all the lines for the bubbles. Last but not least, we have a white acrylic markers just to do all these tiny dots going down. So I was feeling very experimental when I was doing this page. So I was using, just mainly using watercolors and acrylic markers as the main medium for this page, which I rarely do. Most of the time I usually work with markers or pencils. So the fact that I was using watercolors and acrylic is different from what I usually do. It still looks really good in my opinion. So yeah, I really love it. So it's feeling very experimental, and this is what I've done. And last but not least, we have this page. So on this page, I just used watercolors and white gel pen. Now the background was fairly easy to do. I just used different shades of blue and a bit of green, just with this emotion with the watercolors. So the background was very easy to do, but the most tedious part of doing this page was doing all the outlines with a white gel pen. So doing all this with the white gel pen was quite time consuming. But I do love the end result overall. Oh, and I did use a bit of metallic gel pen for the border, but yeah. So yeah, this one was quite tedious to do, but overall I did love the end result. So I was just feeling very experimental when I was doing these pages. So yeah, I've only done like 2 pages in this book. I wish I could have done more, but alright, so that's it for my completed pages. So that's all I managed to complete so far in November 2025. So most of the pages I complete were Christmas related pages, with a couple that are non-Christmas related. So yeah, I'm quite happy with what I've done so far. But alright, before I finish this video, I want just to do a quick mini haul of some additional coloring books and supplies that I bought from Big W. So I didn't buy much. So these books are from my last trip to Big W. 3 of these books are books that I've already bought, but I thought that I'd like to have a second copy. Right, so first we have the Coco Cozy Vibes. So 45 quotes to color in. So I'm not going to do a full flip through of these books, but I just want to show you some of the books that I bought from Big W quite recently to help you make this place brighter. So it's just so this book is mainly just pages of affirmations that you can color along with some cute characters. So I really love the affirmations. So the quieter you become, the more you can hear. Rise and shine. A bad day, not a bad life. There is joy in the journey. So yeah, I love these affirmations. Protect your energy. So yeah, this is another Coco book, and I can't wait to color this in next year. Alright, I've also bought some more books. So this book and this book are second copies of the Harry Alexander books I bought already. So I actually really do like this book, so I bought a second copy. And this is also another second copy. So yeah, I've also bought the Pumpkin Spice Cafe coloring book. Now I thought that the scenes in this book looks very cozy, so that's why I bought this. Yeah, it looks very cozy and peaceful. Got some alpacas. So yeah, so this is another book I look forward to color in next year. I bought a second copy of Lulu's House of Wonder. This is still this book is still available at Big W last time I was there. But yeah, I just couldn't help myself. I just thought I'd buy a second copy of this book, even though I haven't colored in the first copy yet. So yeah. So I'm not going to do flip through. We have Johanna Basford, Wonderful Wildflowers. So I think this is her latest coloring book. I think this is her latest coloring book. And I found this at Big W. So I love flowers. So I just can't wait. It's not that I can't wait, but I'm actually looking forward to coloring in this book next year as well. I mean, I love flowers and I love butterflies. I'm not sure what I could do with all this space though. There's so much space around this butterfly. Some of these are nice. Alright, so some of these flower patterns are quite intricate and others are quite spacious. Yeah, this is a lot. But I do love flowers anyhow. And I'm very glad that I found this book at Big W. And last but not least, we have A Court of Thorns and Roses. So I think this book was based on a novel. I think this book was based on a novel. Now, I've never read the novel, but I just thought these pictures were really cool and interesting. So they really remind me of some of the fantasy scenes that I'd like to be able to color from time to time. And I'm hopeful that these images are drawn by artists rather than created by AI. And it looks like, yeah, I'm sure these images are drawn by hand. Yeah. So these are really cool. So I've never read the book. I've never seen a TV series or a movie of this. So I don't know what these scenes are about, but I love the pictures. And I think that's all that matters. I do love fantasy images. So I'm not going to do full flip through. But yeah, these are books that I got from Big W. And last but not least, I bought some more acrylic markers from Big W. We got the Sharpie acrylic markers, the Faber-Castell acrylic markers. Yeah, mainly Sharpies. And so yeah, I did find myself using acrylic markers quite a bit, but I find that the acrylic markers from Kmart were fairly low quality, so I thought maybe the Sharpie brand might be a little better quality than the Kmart brand. So I'm just not sure. I'm not sure how these will work, but hopefully they'll be better quality than the Kmart acrylic marks because I've been using. Alright, so that's it for my completed pages and my mini haul. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.